The entertainment capital's newest attraction, Pro Volleyball, visits Las Vegas for the first time. It's the Vegas Thrill playing host to the Omaha Supernovas here in Henderson, technically inside the Dollar Loan Center. And we are so glad to have you with us. AJ Cannell with Victoria Dennis, who plays in the AVP, also played at UC Irvine. And the hype is real. And this league is here for real in Las Vegas, the PVF. What should we expect in the first ever Vegas Thrill home match?
Tenacity, grit, and electricity. The arena is filling up. We can feel the vibe. It's going to be so much fun. Omaha, they want revenge. The Thrill went into their territory. They won it in 5. Now they want revenge in the Thrill territory. But let me tell you, looking at practice yesterday and serve and pass today, the Thrill have their pedal to the metal and they're going after it.
Yeah, that was a really entertaining match. About 8 days ago, it was that Vegas took down Omaha in 5 sets for the first win in Thrill franchise history. Now you fast forward to today. Player to watch for Vegas is the veteran setter, Alicia Glass-Childress. So crucial to have a setter like Glass-Childress on a new team.
At the 2016 Olympic Games, took bronze with Team USA, also won Best Setter, led Penn State to 3 consecutive national championships where she earned NCAA Best Setter 3 times running, went on to win the Italian, Puerto Rican, and Poland leagues in her professional career, now finds herself leading the Vegas Thrill, making history in America.
And we got the 6th rotation phenom on the outside, Brooke Nuneviller on the Omaha side.
A 3-time AVCA All-American graduate from Oregon, earning Pac-12 Best Outside Hitter her senior year in 2023. Member of the 2023 USA national team, previously played in Turkey and Athletes Unlimited, scored 20 total points for the Supernovas. Last match with their win over Grand Rapids, is a go-to consistent athlete for Omaha.
Remember, Victoria, that was the X factor. Nuneviller was not in the lineup. She was injured the last time these two teams met up, and Vegas won in 5. So now with Nuneviller back, what is this one going to look like tonight? That's the big question. It's the first ever home match for the Vegas Thrill. They're taking on the Omaha Supernovas. First serve coming your way next.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Just moments away from the home opener for the Vegas Thrill expansion franchise in the brand new Pro Volleyball Federation as the players take the home court for the first time. For these players to take the floor.
It really does. I mean, the atmosphere is electric. The lineups are going to be absolutely insane on the floor. We have Olympians, we have national team members, we have NCAA college champions, all of them in the house here with us tonight.
And we have some youth teams that are here in support as well. As the lineups are getting introduced, we'll give you the lineups for these two squads. The lights are off in the building as the fans get up for this one. The Omaha starting lineup. As you take a look at Bethania De La Cruz with Natalia Valentin Anderson, Jess Shaben-Landsman, Christina Vuchkova, Brooke Nunaviller, Kendall White, and Tori Dixon. And in volleyball, you see the 7 starters because of the libero filling in for the 2 middle blockers. On the Vegas Thrill side, Alicia Glass-Childress, Molly McCage, Hannah Maddox, Kat Bell, Lane Van Buskirk, Saskia Hippe, and Kylie Murr. Some question for both of these teams who we might see as the M2. And the answer we got was Tori Dixon on the Omaha side, Lane Van Buskirk, who was pulled for Berkeley Oblad out of Utah last time around. Again, we're still at that stage of the season where these teams are trying to figure out exactly who they are. They're getting some players filtering in from overseas as well in both cases, and so some new additions to the lineup. It's still that experimental process.
Right, and also trying to find that rhythm, creating these new teams, new teammates, as you mentioned, athletes coming back to their homeland of America. How exciting for them, and to play in front of a home crowd is just really amazing from an athlete's perspective. And these teams, they're still trying to find their grooves as the pieces are coming together.
Well, what a great coaching matchup this is. An SEC matchup from not that long ago. Fran Flory, who was the LSU head coach for 24 years and at Kentucky for several years before that. And she has a lot of experience in general, to say the least, and a lot of experience going up against Laura Bird-Coon, the interim head coach for Omaha, who is at Texas A&M as their head coach from 2018 through 2022, took them to an NCAA tournament Sweet 16 in 2019. Well, let's take a look at Victoria's keys to the first ever Vegas Thrill home match.
Well, the keys for Vegas Thrill, find rhythm at the pins. They got Kat Bell back out on the court, so they got to figure out that rhythm, finding her at the pins. That's going to come from handling that heavy serve from the Supernovas, who lead the league with 28 overall aces in 4 matches.
Take a look at the Omaha side.
For the Supernovas, get the middle going, feed those middles. The Thrill tripled the middle attempts last time these teams faced off. So if the Supernovas are gonna level up their match and they have a chance to win this ball game, they gotta find those middles, especially in transition, get them going. Yeah,
Laura Kuhn was saying, wait a second, we had the better passing numbers. How come they were setting the middle 3 times as much? Some of that comes back to Alicia Glass-Childress and her setting prowess, which we highlighted off the top on the Vegas side. But we got the rally towels out, and the first point here at home in the history of the Vegas Thrill set to begin. It is Lane Van Buskirk, the middle blocker out of Pittsburgh, who will do the honors with the opening serve. Volleyball in Vegas underway, and a long serve there. First point for Omaha. Maybe the right side. Jess Shaben-Landsman serving it up for Omaha. Hippe goes off the block. Sliding underneath it is Kendall White for Omaha. Shoved off the block by Nunaviller. Glass-Childress laying out. Maddox as well. Sent right back at Kat Bell, playing her first ever match for Vegas. Run the middle, Vuchkova. Great first rally. Shaben-Landsman with some defense. Nunaviller dug easily by Hannah Maddox. Her counterpart. Kat Bell rifles it down.
That is exactly what Vegas Thrill is. That gritty defense. They're keeping that ball alive. They're covering their attackers, giving their attackers that confidence to keep swinging away. Glass Childress there with that dig, keeping her team alive.
Now she's been way over 3 digs a set so far this season already. 2 games so far for Vegas, including a 5-set win over Omaha, as that first rally had so many diving plays they already had to wipe the court. Missed serve on the first point. That was the first rally, and it was an extended one. As De La Cruz hits the top of the net, drops over. Now Nunavilla blocked it down on the Vegas side, and that was something that Fran Flory was talking about coming in. They were, you know, pun intended, thrilled to get that 5-set win over Omaha 8 days ago, but Nunavilla wasn't in the lineup, and they're well aware that it's going to be different with her back.
Exactly, especially when she's in the front row. They really got to prioritize her, respect that arm that she has. I mean, she's rolling off just like that, an ace to her name. It's like she can hear us, AJ, right? She's feeling that momentum from her standout college season last calendar year. She went to Turkey, went to Athletes Unlimited, and is really carrying that momentum over for the Supernovas.
And she's someone that's always going to be making an impact all 6 rotations. And now you have the storyline of Omaha, the league's best serving team, coming into fruition.
What makes her serve so efficient, watch her toss contact with this hand-to-ball motion. It's consistent. There's no spin on that ball, and that's how it drops so quickly.
Consistent toss, you're saying. I like it. Cat Bell. Omaha blocked there once, so she tips it over, keeps the point going. On the slide, it's Vuchkova. Molly McCage is wide, point Omaha.
One thing that I love about the Vegas Thrill is that they get their medals going, and especially when you have Molly McCage out there, a seasoned veteran. She played at Texas, 3-time AVCA All-American selection.
Now back row for Saskia Hippe, who comes over from Berlin.
Hippe comes into this, only the 3rd match for the Thrill this season, has 23 kills on the season thus far. We can see Hippe doing such a great job of getting her feet to that ball, high hand-to-ball contact.
Push to De La Cruz. McCage and company answering right back to De La Cruz floor swing, handled by Hippe. Alex Maddox right down to the floor. Hannah Maddox, rookie out of South Alabama, has been a quick riser in this PVF.
Coach Fran is very excited about this athlete right here. We can see how fast her arm swing is. Coach was talking about how she's still reaching her potential, which is so exciting, how the Vegas Thrill will help, you know, keep grooming her arm swing as an athlete.
And coach said she doesn't even know yet how good she can be. Vuchkova. And so Vuchkova playing her 2nd match. She was activated from the exempt list on February 8th. She is a Bulgarian blocking maven. Plays internationally for Team Bulgaria, several individual honors over the years for the national team. Now she is serving. It's Maddox showing off that arm speed.
One of my favorite. Oh no, that ball is going to be called out.
Well, you can't argue with it. It's bolt 6. And so they have the cameras installed up above, 22 cameras overall. And this is just shown to us right now on replay for the first time. This is computerized. That was not a line judge call. There are no line judges. There are 2 officials, and that is as close as it gets, but out. The computer knows, though. Right back to Maddox. Clever shot to the floor in the middle, but I think that was Vuchkova who pancaked it, and Shaban Landsman does the honors. Defense to offense in a big way for the Omaha Supernovas.
She read that really well. Big first explosive step there in her ready defensive position and pancaked that ball right up.
Well, even though Vegas won the 5-setter, look out. Miscommunication there. It's now 9-3. I'm going to say that Omaha took an early lead in all 5 sets. Now, Vegas came back in 3 of them and wound up stealing that match in Omaha. But this is nothing new so far this season for Vegas. To fall behind, they've found a way to work their way back.
They'll use that unforced error from Omaha, try and drive a couple points here at the service line.
Now Molly McCage, who was on the all-PVF preseason team, gives it right back. It's interesting, this league decided to do an all-preseason team. They did a coaches poll coming in as well. Omaha was picked as the first place team in the coaches poll. Vegas was picked at the bottom, but hard to really know exactly how the rosters would shake out. And as much as these coaches know about volleyball, it was all a giant guess how things were going to shake out this year. De La Cruz sent back, easily covered. And Tori Dixon clips the net and down. The fast start continues for Omaha.
Exactly what Omaha wanted to do in transition is find those middles, and that's Dixon getting up for the Supernovas, just finding a solution. The set might have been just a little bit low, but Dixon, a seasoned veteran, was able to work with it.
Great set by Glass Childress, and Saskia Hippe has a couple of shots from beyond the 10-foot line that have gone down.
Hippe on that back row attack. The rule is there, you have to jump from behind the 10-foot line. You can contact the ball inside the 10-foot line and land inside the 10-foot line.
She rotates to the front row, rotation 1 with the Glass Childress serve. Back row for Nunaviller, and that was Lane Van Buskirk, giving the crowd some oohs and ahs.
Doing such a great job with her eye work, ball setter, ball hitter. She gets on her hitter and presses over that net, taking that low seam away with her left hand.
Interesting to get her going early. There is Dixon on the slide. Van Buskirk was really effective in the Omaha match, but struggled enough in the most recent match at Orlando that she got pulled for Berkeley Oblad. But Van Buskirk hit 350 with 9 kills in Omaha a week ago. Dixon, who played at Minnesota, answers back. The jump serve from De La Cruz. Maddox hitting right side and connected.
Maddox going high hands on the right side there. That's a great high swing from her. It's a double arm lift, high elbow, high hand to ball contact, attacking that block.
It's a veteran swing from the youngster. It's Shaven Landsman. She is a weapon on the right side.
She is, and she found that seam. There was no delay in that arm swing. She was feet to ball and then whipping it inside of that seam.
You know who knows something about Shaven Landsman is Fran Flory. She coached her for a year at LSU. Now Fran, the head coach for the opposing team, as Vegas takes it back. Starting to see some energy now on the Thrill side after getting down big early.
Great first ball side out. Kat Bell there on the left side hitting for the Thrill.
What an addition she is going to be, playing her first game of the season. Well done by Jess Shaven Landsman.
She was able to identify a middle serving, middle playing left back defense. Middles, well, they aren't really known for their defense, so she tipped right up and over that block.
No offense, middles, but
hey, don't
it's
count them out. I'm 6'3". I used to play middle at one point in time before outside.
You got some right side for right side point trading going on. Saskia Hippe with another one for the Thrill.
Hippe being a go-to threat for the Thrill this season thus far. We can see her attacking high hands. She knows she has 2 up in front of her. She's able to recognize that and respond.
What do you think the key is for protecting a lead? Because we talked about it with Laura Bird-Kuhn, the head coach for Omaha. They struggle to hold on to leads against Vegas 3 different times in individual sets in Omaha. Let this point play out. Free ball over. Glass Childress, and there it is, the slide connection with McCage.
McCage, a huge present for the Thrill, and what I love is Glass Childress spreading her offense when she's setting in the front row. So when the setter's in the front row, she only has 2 pin attackers in the front row that she can go to. Yes, she can still set back row, but watch to find her spread that offense.
For a couple of players that haven't played together very long, really good chemistry between Glass Childress and McCage, and particularly on that slide. But Omaha scores the 15th point, which takes us to an automatic timeout here midway through the first set. It has been a fun start to the first ever home match for the Vegas Thrill. Victoria Dennis after that media timeout that comes into play at the 15th point if no team has called a timeout yet. Let's tackle that question that I posed close to the break there, which is if you're Omaha, how do you protect this lead?
Well, it's a first ball side out for Omaha, and especially when they go back to the service line, just try and focus on a consistent serve, especially when you're ahead by maybe 3-4 points. If you're able to go back and just be consistent with that serve, maybe a 70% float serve or a topspin driving it to an area, just be consistent with it and maybe minimize the ace to air ratio.
Well, they've misfired on a couple of slide connections. That's been crisp the first couple of matches with McCage and Childress for the most part. Vuchkova puts it down, was looking for contact there, no call. So, again, the one thing that's going to come in automatically in terms of the computerized Bolt 6 system is the line calls, the in-out calls, but other stuff that you can think about in the volleyball universe of officiating calls is challengeable. We'll get more detailed in terms of all those other aspects as De La Cruz is dug by the great libero on the Vegas side, Kylie Merckx. And good defense so far for the Thrill on this point, and it's Maddox.
It's just gritty. They're putting both palms up. They're finding a way to keep that ball off the ground. They're reading really well, adjusting in the seams, and then being able to score in transition.
Kat Bell, 10th year professional, played collegiately at Texas. She had the serve, trying to cover that block and could not. Point Vuchkova in Omaha.
Vuchkova, first game was at Grand Rapids. Has 8 kills coming into this, so finding her rhythm with the team, but a seasoned veteran.
Head coach Laura Berg-Kuhn really impressed about the early communication with Hristina Vuchkova, integrating herself quickly. There's McCage on the slide successfully. She'll go back to serve.
McCage, watch her route here, off the 1 foot, attacking that slide cross court. She does such a great job of squaring up her shoulders and swinging away.
And if you're Vegas, you got to do better than that when you're coming back from a deficit, have to get serves and go on a run. In the previous matchup, again, 8 days ago, there was a 11-1 run with 10 straight on a Gabby Gonzalez service run in the 3rd set, and then another extended Gabby Gonzalez service run in the 5th set to claw back in against Omaha. As Maddox is stuffed, that was the combo of Dixon and Shaban Landsman. Omaha right now is happy to keep on trading points.
It's about executing in defense. Right now, it's a big block for Omaha at the net. They do a really good job of tracking their hitters early and getting in front of them.
Get one on their serve, which is huge when you're already up. Now back to Shaban Landsman. Block wasn't really there for her, and Shaban Landsman takes advantage.
She does. She likes that hard cross body, proving that there is always more angle. She was looking for that T-zone over there, but caught a hand, and with that, a point.
With that, timeout Vegas Thrill. They're down by a touchdown here. Super Bowl not that long ago in Vegas. Well, we're back and playing. Another point for the Omaha Supernovas. That was Bethania De La Cruz, who came down with a kill. And Omaha is up by 8 here in the 1st set. Again, AJ Cannell, Victoria Dennis, so happy to be with you for the inaugural home game for the Vegas Thrill inside the Dollar Loan Center, which is also home to the Henderson Silver Knights and the NBA League Ignite. Leading kill getter in the 1st set continues to be on the Vegas side, Saskia Hippe.
Hippe, the 3rd match for the Thrill, pardon me, and Hippe does such a great job of just putting herself in positions to score, especially finding solution plays. If she didn't like that set, or maybe she was trying to find another tool in her tool belt, she uses them.
Well, and you've been playing 19 years.
Right,
you have a few tools that you can go to.
All of the tools, probably all of them at Home Depot or something like that.
Hey, don't discount Lowe's.
Also
right.
true.
I don't know which one is our sponsor yet. We'll as there's the rejection on the Omaha side. They've been going to Shaban Landsman regularly and usually with success, but this time around she's blocked.
A momentum play for the Thrill. That's what they need, and celebrate just like Hippe. And now we roll. Now you roll off of those momentum plays as a team. It's the stuff blocks. It's those top 10 kills that you have to go back to the service line and say, okay, I'm going to push 1 to 2 points for my team here.
That last confrontation was appropriate. We've seen a lot of Shaban Landsman and Hippe in this 1st set going toe-to-toe there, and I think we definitely have a point for Omaha. Heard an early whistle there as well. Might have been a net touch even before that one went down. Either way, point Omaha, 22-15, they're 3 away. We're taking this first set. Big serve by De La Cruz. She had 6 aces against Vegas, and in another match she also reached 6. That was the Grand Rapids match last time around. So she can really impact the match with her serve. We have another timeout taken by Vegas. We'll take one more break here in the first set as Coach Fran and the Thrill try and claw their way back.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Well, if you know Vegas, you would not be surprised to see the type of crowd that we have in front of us right now for the first ever Vegas Thrill home center. But Omaha closing in on the first set. De La Cruz handled this time on the serve by Bell. One-handed, kept in play by De La Cruz, the server. Opportunity on the outside for Saskia Hepe, usually hits on the right. And not in this rotation. And it's Nunaviller for the point, set point for the Supernovas.
Omaha doing a really great job of just spreading their offense at the moment. They're able to really find their hitters in transition.
That was something that specifically Laura Bird-Coon said, that they have to be better in transition this time around against Vegas. Out of system here, it's Maddox rolling it over and a chance to put this away. Here in the first set, Nunaviller off the block and out point Supernovas, and a dominant first set for Omaha. They win it 25-15. So Omaha all over Vegas, but we've seen the Thrill come back before against Omaha. Well, what a first set it was for Jess Shaben-Landsman. 5 for 7 with 4 digs and a block.
Well, they got to find a way to stop her, and I'd liked them to force her to hit line. She feels really comfortable hitting hard cross, high hands, hard cross. So maybe force hit line, switch it up a little bit, and really double down on blocking that hard cross, hard angle on her.
We'll keep an eye on that, where Shaben-Landsman is going with her shots and how Vegas tries to counter it. Frill get the first point of the set. Block against Maddox. Back to Shaben-Landsman, down the line and out.
They were threading that needle, I mean, she recognized that they did double down right there, and she had the line shot. It was just that thumbs down just a bit wide.
The Thrill have made a change in the rotation. Gabby Gonzalez coming in to start this second set. And that ball goes whizzing by Gonzalez and company in the back row for the side out. Nice pass by Gabby Gonzalez, who previously had been the starter, as Hippe adds another kill. Gonzalez got replaced by Kat Bell to begin this match. Bell out of Texas. Gonzalez, much younger player, but they're trying to ramp Kat Bell up and get her back into the mix coming off of injury. So perhaps looking to see what they have from a 100% player right now in Gonzalez. And a strong start, Vic, to the second set for Vegas.
Back-to-back momentum plays for the Thrill. Maddox there with that block, making that 5 in total on the season for her.
Second over, and a kill from Natalia Valentin Anderson, who hails from Caguas, Puerto Rico.
She's an aggressive setter when she's in the front row. You have to be able to recognize and pay attention to that setter dump.
Push to Maddox.
Maddox answering right back, saying, I can score right off that first pass. What a set to the pin. Maddox, high contact down that line. Textbook high line swing.
Big serve as well from Maddox. Gabby Gonzalez in the front row. Second round pick was Gonzalez in the college player draft. De La Cruz stuffed, but it's out of play.
Might have been looking for that touch on the way out, but not going to find it. It was a good lineup by her. Ball way out of bounds there on that replay. I like that lineup though. She was in the right spot. It was just that right hand.
Set the middle, and it's Lane Van Busker.
As you should. Find your middles for a first ball side out. Van Busker, playing in France and Germany. This is her 3rd year professional.
Tanya De La Cruz, was there contact? Yes.
De La Cruz, more than a seasoned veteran, as we talked about before, but somebody who also has all the tools in the toolbox. She was able to recognize she had two up on her, respecting her on that block, able to swing high hands. But just like that, McGee for a first ball side out for the thrill.
And Molly McCage there, fourth year out of Texas, won a national title at Texas with Kat Bell, who, by the way, Kat Bell is going to be a huge player going forward this year for Vegas. Even though she gets taken out of the rotation coming into the second set, just might not be totally ready yet coming off of an injury. She was playing in China and tweaked something her first day in practice. The side out gives the serve to De La Cruz, who is a two-time Olympian for the Dominican Republic and has played 15 professional years. Great pass by Maddox on the jump serve. Hits the slide to McCage.
McCage firing up her team time and time again. Just a consistent offensive threat for the thrill. Pay attention to her hand-to-ball contact, how high she is. She's hitting over that block of Omaha.
Yeah, it's one thing to go through the block, but when you can go over, we'll take that, as that's a hitting error for Jess Shaven-Landsman.
Utilize the unforced errors of your opponents. When you have the opportunity, you lean into those unforced errors, you go back to the service line, and you get 1 to 2 points.
Nunneviller, block touch and down. And when Brooke Nunneviller has been healthy, she's been the leading kill getter this year and borderline the leading dig getter for the Supernovas. Had an outstanding career at Oregon. Maddox.
Maddox, there you go. Feed the beast. Why not? Maddox, a breakout rookie season so far from her, just coming in with confidence.
She got some serious arm action. I mean, you could just see it when she brings that right arm back. You can see the arm talent.
It's that big double arm lift, using her whole entire core to crunch over and through that volleyball.
What a play by Nunneviller. Tipped by Van Buskirk. Second ball has to go to Murr. Maddox, clever. Was that a pancake? No. Nunneviller didn't get there. Point for the thrill.
And that's what the thrill need to do. Stay patient and win the long rallies. You're gonna have long rallies against Omaha. They play great defense. You need to stay patient, recycle that ball on defense, and find a way to score in transition. Another great transition play for the thrill. Hippe, nothing but a whip out there on the right side for Vegas Thrill.
Timeout for Omaha. Saskia Hippe has been doing it for a long time in a lot of different places. Germany, Romania, Greece, Italy, Czech Republic. She gets her chance to shine here in Vegas. And welcome back. Vegas, Omaha, and after Omaha took the first set by 10 points, this has got second set healthy lead for the Thrill. And it's been Hippe, the most consistent attacker today for Vegas. Had that swing. Shaven Landsman is dug. Kylie Murr, the great libero, has got a couple of big digs, and now it's Hannah Maddox with the point, 13-7.
That point for me is all Murr, digging that ball down the line, lifting it for her team, and then Maddox putting it away high on the outside.
Up to 5 digs for Kylie Murr, who is the all-time dig leader at Ohio State, then played an extra bonus year for the heck of it with Minnesota, the COVID year, as that's Hristina Vuchkova.
Vuchkova being able to find a way to get it through that block. It looked like the block might have been just a bit early, or the mistiming set on the Omaha side. Either way, she was able to find a way to score there inside out.
Nunaviller had a couple of aces early. They've been feeding Hippe, and she came in with a healthy number of kills, but was only hitting 111 entering the match. Been a far more efficient day today for Hippe.
Well, she's getting a lot of attempts for the Thrill. She's a go-to attacker, the number one go-to attacker in my opinion, and she does such a great job, of course, in system attacking, but where she thrives is out of system attacking. That's why she has such a high volume of attempts for the Thrill. She finds a way to put them away.
Here's Hippe. Yeah, that was in.
And just like that, a high ball out of system. I think she heard us, AJ. Just finding a way to put it away. A smile on her face, as she should. Just painting that sideline on the right side. That set is so difficult to hit and attack, and being able to track it as a right-handed attacker, track it up and over your face, and then hit it on your right hand. She went thumbs down on that ball, thumbs down, maybe a little bit of middle finger over that ball, guiding it straight down the sideline.
She is 9 for 13, no errors.
We can see that thumbs down action threading the needle. High risk, high reward there on that swing.
No, when you're scoring like that on that type of set, it's your day. What a serve by Maddox. Nets a free ball. Find the. And this is going to be too tough for Hippe. Glass Childress keeps it up. And that was played by Gabby Gonzalez. Illegally, point for Omaha.
So it's those little things cleaning it up on the Thrill side to make sure that they extend and keep this lead.
We've seen a setter change a point ago. Sydney Hilly, who's been in there the majority of the reps this season, comes in for Natalia Valentine Anderson. Hippe again.
Hippe going true cross court there, just tagging that sideline. That was a different swing than the last swing. Pay attention to where she's contacting this ball. She's contacting it more in front of her forehead. So at 12 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock, that's why she's able to drive it hard across.
Well, they're good timekeepers in Germany. Not quite Switzerland material, but right now, neither set so far has been close, but a big chance for a 1-1 match if Vegas can keep it on cruise control. Overpass, though, and Dixon puts it away. It's 16-11. Omaha is dangerous in a comeback situation, is the #1 serving team in the league. Among all teams that have played multiple matches, they have the best ace ratio. Glass Childress to Molly McCage. Adela Cruz handled by Glass Childress. Two hands for Hippe. Did she get a kill there? Not quite, but did well with it. This will be a free ball. Sydney Hilly sets Dixon. Timing is off. Gonzalez was there along with McCage.
McCage read that so well. She did her research. She was there in the scouting report. On a free ball, they want to find Dixon. McCage commits on that block, and with it finds herself a point.
Here is Saskia Hippe. Salvaged by Hilly. What a set.
A one-handed set. What an athletic move. One-handed jumping brings it back off the tape to set her middle.
And that was a set play too. That was Shaben Landsman with that kill, who is not normally taking middle swings. Overpass, Shaben Landsman. Good job by Glass Childress getting a block touch on the overpass. But McCage is rejected.
Dixon saying, you got me? Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and get you right back. Dixon tracking McCage here on that slide, knowing they want to find her in transition. Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, it was Nunaviller.
It was Nunaviller, but I will give Dixon that great assist. She closed
there.
That block.
She got the block assist. And second effort, it's McCage. Big point after the Supernovas had narrowed it to 4.
High off hands. Don't mind covering it when you can just put it away on the first contact.
That's the best type of block cover.
That's the best type of block coverage. So is that an assist then? Question mark? Dot, dot, dot.
Get to take some serious liberties to give an assist out on that play. But, hey, I like it. You're generous.
I'll give it.
Point back for Omaha on the side out. 18-14 as Tori Dixon will be the server. She's a great blocker. She was a 2-time All-American plus an additional honorable mention nod at Minnesota. Her father, David, played in the NFL for 10+ years as an offensive lineman.
Dixon putting that service pressure on Maddox, trying to serve her sideline.
Key point now, and bolt 6 knows all. That's an ace.
Dixon serving that area 5 right now. Area 5 being where Maddox is standing, 6 where Murr is.
Bolt 6 technology responsible for all line calls, and Maddox is blocked. It's a 1-point margin. Timeout, Vegas.
A service run by middle, classic textbook. How middles get those service runs? I don't know, but I'm in favor for them. They can play defense too, AJ.
Yes, they can. Let's take a look at this block from the Novas, back within a point. Dollar Loan Center, and this is just so great. This is what it's all about for these players. Many of them, you know, coming back to the States after playing overseas, and to have a crowd support set up like this.
I mean, it's a testament to the volleyball community and what it is here in the States. It's the biggest youth sport in America. It used to be Little League, but now it's girls volleyball, youth volleyball in America, and that's just trickling in to college, NAIA, NCAA, and now at the pro level.
Not long ago, it was 18-13. Nunaviller looking up for a call. No touch. Ball is out. And a substitute, or is that maybe a challenge? Heard the buzzer sound. We're going to sub on the Vegas side, it looks like. Also, I wasn't sure if maybe Omaha was going to look at challenging the contact. I think we are, yeah, we have a challenge. So again, bolt 6 covers the in out. That clearly was not a factor there, and it would have been known already if it was closer. There are a lot of other things, though, that are challengeable. We have the list for you. You can challenge block touch, net touch. Ruling, no block touch, so a point for Vegas. You can also challenge attack line, service line, center line faults, and pancake plays.
The crowd absolutely going wild after that call. Their heart and soul is in this team for the Vegas Thrill.
That was a big 2-point swing there. And for the first time this season, Janet Kalanu-Valu comes in for the Vegas Thrill in the serving sub role. That lands on Omaha. Kalanu-Valu gets a point for the home team on her very first serve of her PVF career. She played at Miami, began her college career at Southern Utah. She is originally from Orem in the state of Utah. That went on the wrong side of the antenna and hit the antenna, and Vegas is back in front.
A few unforced errors from Omaha in that service pressure from the Thrill, so consistent, is what pushed this lead for the Thrill.
We saw 18-13 Vegas become 18 apiece. Since then, 3 in a row for the Thrill. Vegas Thrill hoping to put the finishing touches on the second set and even this matchup at 1. Strong serve from Kalanu-Valu. 2 hands and over from Nunaviller. Childress with options. Hannah Maddox. That was De La Cruz on the defense. Shaban Landsman throws it down. Hippe was there, but the second ball became the issue for the Thrill.
Great up by Hippe. She was able to step into that seam on the outside of her middle blocker. Just A little bit of miscommunication, as you said, on that second ball, which is rare at this level.
It's rare, but it happens.
Very true.
Serving sub in on the Omaha side, Paige Briggs. That was pancaked by Briggs. And down, Glass Childress.
Glass Childress, knowing she has that dump in her back pocket, and does it with authority.
She's been around the block.
A couple times.
Alicia, a few different times. Alicia Glass Childress, who is the best setter, has named in a tournament in the Olympics in 2016 in Rio, won bronze as the starting center for Team USA that season. Stuff block right down to the floor. Hannah Maddox got all that one.
Maddox pressing over with that left hand, lining up in front of her attacker and letting there be no space between her, that ball, and the sideline. Straight down.
Crafty there from Hrustina Vučkova, who has played for the Bulgarian national team.
I like Omaha going back to Vučkova after that last attack, letting her know, hey, we trust you, you got this.
Handled by Gabby Gonzalez. To the middle, Van Buskirk stuffed one-on-one against Vučkova. Vučkova was named best blocker at the 2021 European Championships for Bulgaria. Maddox. De La Cruz. And it's a 1-point margin. Omaha has clawed its way back multiple times, and the Thrill used their final timeout. Fran Flory has seen enough. Wants to put the brakes on this Omaha run right now. And what are you looking at here, Victoria? It looked like Vegas had put the clamps down, was poised to close this one out, but now it's up for grabs again.
Right, classic game of volleyball, momentum shifting from one side to the other. Omaha finding a way to score in transition. They have a big blocking presence, but the Thrill, Maddox, shut down that line multiple times. So for me, what I think that the Thrill are gonna do out of this, they're gonna make sure that they transition hard, find a way to score. They have to swing high hands against that Omaha block and really just play disciplined defense.
They've shown the resiliency though, Vegas has, coming back multiple different times. Like, I can't even focus right now with this crowd. It's crazy, the environment in here. Let's just take a beat. Man, they got the rally towels out. This is great. And again, Vegas showed that it had the resiliency factor against Omaha in Omaha 8 days ago, having to come back from big deficits to win in 3 different occasions. This time around, staving off some runs, they're hoping. That's over and down, tipped home by Maddox. And it's set point. Oh, the lights go off on set point in this building. I like it. They got to put him back on. And they do. Jump serve, Maddox. De La Cruz, solid pass. Nunaviller comes flying in. This is going to be kept in play. Van Buskirk over. Off the free ball, back to Nunaviller. Omaha set the pipe multiple times. This one to the outside for De La Cruz. Hilly. De La Cruz, dug by Maddox. What a point. This is a set point. It is down in the back corner. Sydney Hilly, the former national champion in 2021 for Wisconsin.
What a rally. Omaha Omaha just dug in there. We have De La Cruz at the net. Dixon back now at the net.
Set point 2. Glass Childress. It's Hippe. Will be free over. Gonzalez, no. It's deuce in the second set.
Glass Childress trying to find her attacker on the pin there. Little misconnection. She has Hippe. Van Busker.
Omaha trying to steal this set all of a sudden. Back to Hippe, what a set. What a set by Alicia Glass Childress.
I mean, I'm just in awe of her as an athlete every time she plays, but her set location is, you know, second to none. It's just copy and paste every single time.
Set point 3, and this time it's a charm. For the Vegas Thrill, Dixon gets blocked, and Vegas captures its first set at home. Wow, just wow. We saw the Thrill up 18-13, surrender the entire lead. Really multiple times, Omaha came back. Vegas went up by several points again. All of a sudden, 24-24. After Omaha was able to stave off multiple set points, but Vegas made its third set point the charm and wins it 26-24 as we go into the long set break now. We're waiting for Victoria. She's going to be talking, I believe, with Fran Flory coming up. So we'll get to that conversation momentarily. I'll try and take you through some of the numbers that we're seeing in the meantime. As you take a look right now, as a presentation going on between team president Ruben Herrera, who we're going to speak to. Yeah, we're going to talk with Ruben. Get the details. I wasn't exactly sure that the occasion there, maybe just honoring him. I mean, look, that's a man that's done every single thing you could imagine to help put this franchise together. As we're, I think we'll take a break here, then see if we can wrangle Coach. We'll take the break as Vegas with a 26-24 win in set 2. Omaha won the first set by 10. All even at 1 set apiece inside the Dollar Loan Center. Long set break here in Henderson.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Center here in Henderson, and moments ago was Victoria Dennis catching up with head coach for Vegas, Fran Flory.
Coach, what a game so far. A set apiece. What was the difference between the first and second set?
Well, we settled in a little bit. I think the excitement of the moment got to us in the first set. We didn't have great continuity. Put Gabby Gonzalez in. She settled us down and really smoothed everything out for us.
What's the difference between the serve and pass game at the moment that you're seeing?
Well, we had so many serving errors. We were missing every other ball, trying to attack a zone, but we were missing. So I think we settled in. We got a little better plan. We got some more precise spots, and they're doing a great job of putting pressure on Omaha.
We'll get you back to your team. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
It's the intermission here in Vegas, you could call it. The long set break between 2 and 3. Vegas, Omaha, tied up at 1.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
So what's the deal with the PVF, the Pro Volleyball Federation, the league that was officially announced in November? Was the final team announced as it worked out, with each team playing 12 home and 12 road matches, and a fun $1 million prize for the team that takes home the championship, which will be in May. And it's been quite the operation. We saw Ruben Herrera being honored, the team president, after that second set. He said he was surprised. He said he was surprised to be honored in that ceremony, and it's a tribute to how much he has done to put all this together in a short period of time.
It really has, and the community backs him. He's a part of the Vegas Aces. He's the director for the club for Vegas Aces, the youth league club here in Vegas, and it's really has just grown and shown what the sport of professional volleyball is in America. We're seeing it firsthand here. It's an almost sold out crowd here in the arena tonight, and the dollar loan, we're thriving 110% right now.
It's certainly true. All right, set 3 is going to come your way shortly. The team's starting to filter back out, get ready for it. Vegas, Omaha, all even after 2.
Volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. but we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Set to go inside Dollar Loan Center for set number 3. AJ Cannell, Victoria Dennis. It's the Vegas Thrill hosting the Omaha Supernovas in the inaugural home match for Vegas. Gabby Gonzalez, who you heard Coach Fran Flory say stabilized things in the second set. Had that dig. Block touch, one arm from hip A. Maddox out of system. That's how you do it.
Finding ways to score out of system. Maddox is doing that right now for the Thrill. We talked about how these rallies are going to be extended. Both teams are digging in, playing defense. You got to stay patient, win those long rallies, and that's what Maddox is doing.
Hannah Maddox up to 8 kills. That's Bethania De La Cruz out of Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic Olympic team placed in 5th in London in 2012 with her on the squad.
And is planning on going to Paris this summer.
That's awesome. 15-year pro. Not quite for Vegas. Tori Dixon getting it done on the Omaha side.
Hilly driving that serve at the end line.
Well, we've seen 2 major adjustments made in terms of players through the course of this match. Is that's off the block and out kill from Bethania De La Cruz. We saw Sydney Hilly come in and replace Natalia Valentin Anderson at setter. Then also mentioned Gabby Gonzalez replacing Kat Bell at outside for Vegas. But what about the difference between Hilly and Valentin Anderson? What does Coach Laura Bird-Coon get with Hilly back in the lineup now?
Hilly right now, well, she's playing right back defense, and she's been consistent at the service line for the Supernovas. We can see her going back to the service line again for Omaha. She's putting consistent hand-to-ball contact. The best servers in the world have the best tosses because they're so consistent.
Valentin Anderson got her first start of the season last time in the win at Grand Rapids. Coach Kuhn said that was, the thought was that she's more of the defensive-minded setter. When they're looking for more defense, Valentin Anderson is in. When the offense leaves something to be desired, you can go back to Hilly, but they like the fact that they can be comfortable using both, occasionally double sub as well.
De La Cruz using that block, back-to-back swings for her. She's using that block on purpose. At this level, you're able to lean into that block. At a younger level, you might shy away from a big block thinking, oh, I don't want to hit at it, I don't want to be blocked. But at this level, you use the block to your advantage. You hit high hands and you attack it going after it.
They're stopping play for a spot on the floor on the Omaha side. That's a tough job. You're called into duty quickly and you got to get it done quickly. Under pressure there as the floor moppers or wipers. There you go, off the block for Hannah Maddox, and out of play.
Exactly, earning that point in transition for the Thrill, using the block to her advantage, tooling high hands.
And she was drafted in the 4th round, and Fran Flory said they were just thrilled that she slipped that far. They were just crossing their fingers that they were the ones that had Maddox pinned as a draft, and that no one else was going to take her out of South Alabama. And they got her. She's been one of the top outsides in the league so far for Fran Flory, the longtime veteran coach, LSU and Kentucky. And it's Bethania De La Cruz, and the serve continuing to be a weapon.
De La Cruz leading the league in service aces, 28 coming into this ball game. Pardon me, 16. The team has 28. That would be impressive if she had 28, though. She has now 17 aces to her name.
And nets the overpass there, setting up Dixon. It's believable, though, the way that De La Cruz serves it, that she could have that many serves so far. And this is the same way things played out in Omaha, where the Supernovas are badly out-acing the Thrill. Brooke Nunneviller, that's long. Great a play there by, I thought, by Hippe in the middle of that point.
De La Cruz starting that point off by her jump topspin. When she goes back around again, I want us to pay attention to her hand-to-ball contact and her arm when she's serving.
What do you want to look at in terms of that contact?
Well, how fast she gets on that ball. The toss, it's consistent every single time, but how fast she's able to get her elbow up and hand onto the ball is why it's so lethal.
I'm going to assume the faster you get it there, the faster it's coming out.
Right, and that topspin helps it drop quickly.
Saskia Hippe had it really going early, but coming up short there. Double block against her, and a huge lead for Omaha. This is swung back and forth in a big way. So far, the Supernovas have carried the odd sets, and that theme continuing. Supernovas have a big lead over the Vegas Thrill in the set. Overall, we're tied up at 1 in the match. Even 1 set apiece, but the Supernovas forcing a Vegas Thrill timeout. It is 10-4 margin. Shaven Landsman gets a piece of the block. Now Maddox tips it. Jess Shaven Landsman rolls a little softly. Hippe, she's been blocked twice in a row.
I like that set from Murr. It's a high out of system ball. She was able to locate that ball for Hippe, but Hippe had 2 up on her. It's tough to drive that ball across court when everybody and grandma knows that you're being set.
The reach there from Vuchkova. Into the net, Omaha. And they're arguing that it was the ball that created that whiplash effect and the reaction from the net. They're going to go take a look at it. Omaha challenging the call. It's so great in this era of instant replay in volleyball because it's so black and white. Like, the player's always going to turn around and state their case, but you find out sooner than later whether they really are being legitimate in their claim.
You used to have to be pretty good at like acting and selling it a little bit out there, you know, even if you're going for a block and you like micro touched it, but you would say no touch, and look the ref dead in the eye and let him know, try and convince him.
Sure.
No more.
If anything, that might be the one thing you could occasionally still get away with, is like the block micro touch that doesn't potentially get spotted, but maybe not in the PVF because of all these cameras, the 22 Bolt 6 camera setup we have. It's going to even be hard to pull one over in that regard. This is a net violation call. The point was blown dead because of an Omaha net violation. Let's take a look. And the call on the court stands. So it looks like the antenna was what was grazed by Jess Shaven Landsman. Great look from our crew there. Look, I can give our crew credit, but also Bolt 6 and their cameras. Now we're back in play. Jump serve, Hannah Maddox. Shaven Landsman. Good block touch from the Thrill. Now Lane Van Buskirk, Nunneviller, what a cover, but it's out.
Way to respond out of that challenge play, doubling down and saying, you know what, that was our point, and we're going to go back and earn another one here.
Cleanup duty again.
These athletes, they're working hard out here. Blood, sweat, and tears in the Dollar Loan Center.
Maddox, her senior year at South Alabama, had more service aces than she had had her entire career coming in because she developed that jump serve. They go Shaven Landsman in the middle. Seen that a couple of times.
Landsman, rookie year, played at Iowa State. Being set on that gap set. A gap set is usually 3 feet from the setter, exposing that seam in the block across the net.
And she's going to take most of her swings from a pin. De La Cruz blocked. Lane Van Buskirk.
Van Buskirk got on De La Cruz. Knew exactly where Omaha wanted to give that ball. Lane Buskirk said absolutely not, jumping into that seam, pressing her right hand over that net.
She had a great college career, Van Buskirk at Pitt. Nunneville right back in her face, McCage. So they go back-to-back middle blocks from each of their 2 different middles.
We'd love to see that. We need to have the middles involved, whatever side of the net you're on. And when McCage is over there, best believe she's going to be blocking some volleyballs.
What's changed with Hippe going up against that block on the right side. They've really countered something as Fran Flory went over and whispered something just now off screen to Hippe.
Well, Omaha knows that they want to feed Hippe. Hippe puts balls away at a high percentage for the Thrill, so the block of Omaha is shifting a little bit to the side.
Crafty swing, tooling it, Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, big arm swing, unloading on that block, and forcing that ball out of bounds for Thrill.
Yeah, at one point, Hippe was, I want to say 8 for 12. She's still 12 for 24 with a couple of errors mixed in. As Gonzalez looking for contact was Omaha, or was Vegas, and the call is no contact, so the shot is out.
Going with confidence here on that swing, could not be any closer. That's maybe half a ball out of bounds. I'd like to see that set again.
Anything within a foot of that line gets flashed on the screen. That Bull 6 technology. And they like to go to Nunaviller, coming out middle back there with the kill.
I love that back row attack. If you're able to get that quick pick series going, quick pick being the middle blocker is up attacking while the middle back defender goes up and attacks at the same time. Just like that.
Nunaviller tracks it down well beyond the end line. Last Childress to McCage, electric on the slide.
Feed McCage every single time. Showing us how she won a national championship at Texas. A pivotal part of Team USA.
That combo on the slide it's something. You got a player that can put it on a string like Glass Childress and someone with the ups that McCage has. Taylor Cruz missed it, and Vegas trying to inch its way back in.
A little setter on setter action there as both setters for both teams are front row at the moment. Number 2 for Omaha.
Sydney Hilly, yep. Tori Dixon down the line. Well done by Kendall Murr. And Murr again against Nunaviller. Back row for back row, and it's a Vegas kill by Gabby Gonzalez. We haven't seen them unleash that back row attack very often.
Gonzalez has come into this ball game and has made a difference. She is fully leaning into her role and being an active attacker, not only in the front row, but in the back row for the Vegas Thrill.
The Thrill have pulled within 3 here in the third.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together. Rally with us!
3 straight points for Vegas, and they're back within 3 in the third set. Who takes the lead going into the fourth is the question. Still lots of time left to go in the third. AJ Cannell, Victoria Dennis, who plays in the AVP, played at UC Irvine, high-level club volleyball coach. You're our go-to, Vic, for any and all questions and analysis, and we're so happy to have you on the call as there's a missed serve coming out of a timeout. I could tell you that you probably shouldn't do that.
There you go, AJ. You're a fast learner.
McCage, no, that's long. 2 quick ones for the Supernovas.
I like McCage being aggressive with that, challenging that middle back defender. I would expect the Thrill to go back to McCage here.
We get the right type of pass instead to the outside Maddox. Hilly to Bethania De La Cruz. Maddox again off the block, right down and out of bounds. So that's a point for the Thrill.
Maddox saying, thank you very much. I'll just tool that high line yet again for the Thrill. Maddox unloading on that block of Omaha, using it to her advantage again.
Serving specialist Janet Kalanu-Valu out of the University of Miami, back in for the second time tonight. This is her first match appearance of the season. It's a nice pass, and it's all the way along the tape and out, and that made contact with the block in the middle, so a point for the Supernovas.
Those ones are always a little funky, a little weird when the ball, half of the ball touches the block, half of the ball touches the tape. You don't really get a good touch on it when you're blocking. Unfortunately, it does count as a block out of bounds, point for the opposing team.
So you just chalk it up to a bad break.
I'd say so. Here's De La Cruz with that whip, but it's long.
That wasn't quite the full business there, that serve anyway. She didn't quite get into it.
It looked like the toss might have been just a bit off for her.
Good job by Maddox putting a swing on that one, at least. Dixon, it's Murr. She's had some highlight digs. Defense to offense. Murr to Maddox.
Murr digging in there, being the heart and soul of the team. Liberos, you heard it here first. You can't teach heart, you can't teach attitude. That's what Murr has out there.
Murr now in double figures in the digs category. Alicia Glass-Childress for the Thrill, already working on a double-double, by the way, 32 assists and 13 digs. Leader in kills for Omaha is Shaban Landsman with 10. Hippe still the leader for Vegas with 12. Here is Jess Shaban Landsman. And Maddox, heavy arm. Nunaviller, no. That was long.
Extending the rallies is the Vegas Thrill, and with that, they get a point on an unforced error from Omaha.
That's exactly what Fran was telling us about. She wants to be a team with fight and intensity and scrap, and just kind of keep the point going until the opponent errs potentially, or you find the right opportunity to strike. This time around, it's Omaha. Nunaviller and company side out.
Still a lot of volleyball to be left here in the third set. It's the first ball side action for the Thrill that they're locking in and looking for.
Float serve, Jess Shaban Landsman. Hippe getting back on track.
All it takes is one first ball side out and then a couple momentum plays.
Saskia Hippe played briefly with Alicia Glass-Childress. Got some chemistry at Athletes Unlimited a little bit. They connect there. Hilly to Nunaviller. She's missed long twice, except this time there was contact. So it's not a miss.
She went in there looking for those high hands with authority and were able to find it.
No argument from Vegas. Full-point lead plus the Nunneviller's serve. All the way across and right into the arm of my color commentator. Victoria Dennis showing off the reach. The wingspan is always going to be there for you.
I'm kind of like, do I want to lace them up again? Put me in, coach.
I would not blame you. If all of a sudden the fourth set started and you were in full uniform, the way this environment is. Shaban Landsman, a rocket. Up for a joust. Glass Childress, the veteran setter, knows how to handle that situation.
Bringing the fans on their feet, giving the people what they want. The people of Las Vegas, Nevada, just shutting down that net for the thrill.
Well, the secret there, you got to touch it second, right?
You got to touch it second. That's what the shorter ones, the setters, they always win. Let me tell you, 6-3 outside, going up for that joust. Doesn't matter if I touch it first. Nope. If you touch it second, you're going to get the point.
Well, the setters just get so many reps at that play. They usually do win. Overpass. Gonzalez, that's in. That looked in, but no, not quite. I thought I saw that in the corner, but bolt 6 is always going to prove you wrong if you are wrong. Clearly out. What am I talking about?
It's hard from this angle.
This angle fooled me. That is in. Molly
McCage again. The first time against Omaha, she had 22 points, and she's looking like she's trying to rack them up again here tonight. Spreading that offense, running behind the setter on that slide set.
You're down by 2 late in a set, and that's when you really can't afford that.
Inside the last final 5 points of the ball game, you really got to minimize unforced errors, earn points on your side. Just like that, putting the ball away, saying, okay, I can play a little bit of water polo maybe here in the front row. A big presence for the thrill, Glass Childress. It helps when you're a 6-foot setter. Lethal at the net. You gotta respect her when she's in the front row.
First time she's put one down tonight. Dixon has got it, and Omaha on set point. Now keep in mind the Thrills still have 1 timeout left, and they're going to use it. So we'll take it as well. Omaha up 24-21, a closely contested third set. As it turns out, who takes the lead, we'll find out.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us.
Is there a last gasp effort for Vegas in the third set? The fans hope so. Nearly every seat is filled here in Dollar Loan Center. De La Cruz, the best server for Omaha. Murr right there. Big swing by Maddox.
Big time players make big time swings in big time moments, and that is rookie Maddox. It's hard for me to call her a rookie when she's coming out here with that confidence, that arm swing, handling this play, saying, feed me this ball, I'm going to score for my team.
You can tell she's going to be a fan favorite if she's not already. One arm, Murr got there, but it couldn't be saved on the second ball. Great effort by Gabby Gonzalez, who was a little slow to get up going over into the first row. Right, still taking a look at Gonzalez. I don't think you can get swimmers here on the volleyball court. I don't know, she was kind of shaking out that right side. Hopefully she's okay. She's holding the head a little bit, but I think she's going to be all right. What an effort by Gonzalez. And you know what? Even though it doesn't go Vegas's way there, that type of effort helps the team out going forward.
Let's go celebrate now. Let's go.
All right, we're 3 sets inside Dollar Loan Center. 2-1 is the lead for the Omaha Supernovas over the Vegas Thrill. What we've seen so far, Victoria, has this been about what you expected overall?
Well, the momentum has shifted back and forth. It's classic high-level volleyball. These teams, the first time that they matched up, it went 5. I would expect to see that here tonight, especially with that block.
Hippe tips. Shaben Landsman nice and alert with the cover. And on the other side, Glass Childress as well. Middle takes second ball. This is a scrappy point, both sides. One of the longer rallies of the day. Who's got it? Glass Childress does. Nunaviller is there. Hilly, De La Cruz through the block. That one hurts if you're on the Vegas side. On the first point of the fourth set, it feels equally as sweet for the Omaha Supernovas.
We talked about the long rallies. We're seeing it here only in the first point. But with that being said, there's a lot of volleyball left to be played, right? They're staying gritty. They're finding a way to score. And just like that, first ball side out for the Vegas Thrill.
Lane Van Buskirk using that length, going over the top, or really to the side in that case of Dixon, but still extending on that set from Glass Childress. Oh, hard cross from De La Cruz.
That was a good block set by the Thrill, but De La Cruz, you gotta, hey, give the respect where it's deserved. De La Cruz, you can do all you want, lining up the block, being in the right spot on defense, but good players make good swings.
Hey, we talked a lot about, you think a lot about the US-born players getting a chance to play in a professional league in their home country, but it's pretty cool for players like Bethania De La Cruz, who potentially might have dreamed about playing in the United States Pro Sports League, to come over, 15th year pro, getting a chance to strut her stuff. That's a net call there on the Thrill.
Right, and that being said, she can really play in any pro league in the world, and she's playing here in America.
It's a good point. Yeah, she could definitely have her choice. You see that serve. And Dixon, the power on display. And all 6 rotations, it's available from somewhere for Omaha. They're outsides. I mean, you got Dixon putting that point away in the middle, but the combination of Nunaviller and De La Cruz, that's some weaponry for Omaha. And then it's Shaben Landsman cutting it across the court and in. Jess Shaben Landsman, you're seeing a little bit of that beach volleyball experience with that kill. And that will take us to a timeout as the Thrill get down early in the fourth. Backs against the wall here. They need to win this one to extend this to 5. Omaha with the 5-1 lead. Early timeout by head coach Fran Flory in the fourth set in Vegas. Coming out of the break, we've seen the potency of the serve from Omaha all night, and Vegas makes a change in the serve receive. Megan Jemison coming in.
De La Cruz going to serve that 5-6 seam just like that.
Well, it was not a bad pass from Jemison, but Gabby Gonzalez had it sent to the floor.
Jemison handled it well. That service pressure, I would predict, would go right back at that 5-6 seam in between those two outside hitters. They got to work for just a 2-option pass, just like that.
And that's a lot of pressure coming in, handling a De La Cruz serve. Nuneviller off the block, covered by the setter there, or by the libero, excuse me, White. Man, Omaha scrapping here on this point. Try and prevent the side out, but they can't. Saskia Hippe finally gets it done for Vegas.
A waterfall tip up and over that block. What a set there from Murr, putting her hitters in a attackable situation. Kylie Murr, the libero for the Thrill, out of Ohio State, Minnesota. Her mother played volleyball and her father played baseball at Ball State University. Murr was part of the 2022 Women's Collegiate National Team.
One-on-one, it's McCage on the preseason all-league team showing why.
McCage knows her job and knows it well. Finding Dixon there, knowing Omaha wants to feed Dixon. McCage getting in the way of that. And with that, finding herself a point.
You know, a lot of the numbers in this match are relatively even, except for the serving. Big advantage for Omaha. McCage slide attempt. Right back to her, redo it. Jemison with the attempt in the back row. And no, I'm wondering there if Alicia Glass-Childress could have had that transition set back, if she might not have tried to go back to the slide twice in a row.
I like her trying to go back-to-back sets to McCage. It's worked before. It looks like she landed a little bit funky there.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I mean, it's tough because she feels like, and she's right, she can put the ball where she wants. So it's always tempting to just feed that middle whenever you can. There it goes again. This time, a nice attempt. And they block Shaven Landsman. It's Molly McCage who's had a couple of big ones.
McCage, time and time again. She went over to Germany. She won the league there. She came here to the Pro Volleyball Federation and is saying, hey, I'm gonna put this team right here on my back and block every single ball that I can.
Maddox comes back into play front row for Jemison. Pass to swing. Situation for Nuneviller. Down to the floor. Childress, what a set! Alicia Glass-Childress to Hannah Maddox.
Maddox firing away. Painting the back end line. Statistically speaking, if you're able to make contact and put the ball within the last 6 to 8 inches from the end line, your percentage of attack kill will drastically improve.
You got some advanced numbers for me. I didn't know you had that.
Come on now.
And it's down in the lap of Shaman Landsman. Another point for the Thrill. They're back within one.
Maddox with a stop block and a little bit of sassafras that I love to see. Nothing better than that feeling of a big crossover step and stuffing that one straight down.
What was that? What is a little bit of what?
Sassafras. I'll teach you.
Okay. Clearly I need to learn. Buchkova with the kill.
Buchkova, first ball side out for Omaha. Only up by 2, but the momentum and the energy feels good right now for the Thrill.
That's Shaven Landsman, who I want to actually I think, corrected. I said earlier, as Maddox goes block and to the floor and in. So it's a point for Omaha. That Shaven Landsman played for Fran Flory. Technically, I actually don't think that's true because she only played beach at LSU upon further review. She did play indoor volleyball to start her career at Iowa State. Into the net there for Jess Shaven Landsman. Well, this looked like it could be getting out of hand in a hurry. Vegas had to call a timeout at 5-1. It got to 6-1. There is a kill on the slide for Vuchkova, tipping it down.
Vuchkova identifying that perchance there was a middle playing left back defense. I hate to say it because I truly believe that middle blockers can play defense too. McCage, we know she's able to do that, but just a little bit locked in there. And that tip was available for Omaha. Overpass put down.
Better pass there. Great dig by Kendall White against Hippe. Maddox goes slow. Nunaviller. That's how you do it.
Kendall White, the libero for the Supernovas, won that point for her team. Just dug in there on that dig, giving her side the opportunity to put this ball away in transition with that big attack and kill.
I'm always doubting whether it's a quick enough set to be considered a bick. I'm gonna defer to your judgment on that.
I'm gonna say yes. When the ball is hanging on top of the antenna, that's a big attack. When it's above it, in my opinion, or two balls above the antenna, then you can call for a pipe. But to each their own.
I like that. Above the antenna, it's a pipe. Hannah Maddox with the kill on the left side. Alicia Glass-Childress, who is married to the former NBA and Stanford star, Josh Childress. Oh, somehow they kept that up. De La Cruz waiting for the call from Bolt 6 Technology. It's out.
The Thrill riding that momentum and energy from their fans. What an up. Ricocheted, keeping it funky, keeping it weird, but finding a way to score there.
It's only one way to keep it. Come on. There's one arm this time from Murr. Well done the other way by Kendall White. They're going back row a lot to Nunaviller. Whatever you want to call it, it's working.
Gonzalez shifting into that seam there on the attack, but the ball dropping a bit too fast.
Nunaviller 12 kills, 13 digs. They are holding her to 170. De La Cruz, yeah. You start to see those veteran pins as the match gets older really figure it out and make a difference.
Well, look at how fast her arm is. As soon as she jumps, she swings. There's no delay in her arm swing. Sometimes on the pin, you're able to jump, hang in the air, and then swing at the ball because it's a higher set, but not De La Cruz. As soon as she jumps, her arm is coiled and she unloads on the ball.
See the jump serve from Hannah Maddox. It's a good one. De La Cruz, though, better pass. Nunaviller again. It's kept up by Glass-Childress. Someone was in the net. It was Vegas. Looked like Van Buskirk up there. Van Buskirk makes up for it. You know, the thing is, with the Vegas Thrill, they decided to go young. They have one of the youngest rosters in the league with 3 different rookies in their starting 7. And so we'll see about the result, but these are the types of games that become learning experiences over time, and they're hoping for a core that'll be here for years to come. Gonzalez, one of those rookies, got it down the line.
Gonzalez finding exactly what she was searching for. That high hands down the line. One of my favorite swings. If you can swing high down that line just like that, through or around that block, up and over the setter, you're gonna have some good success. Dixon there on that slide.
Well, the road ahead, Vegas is going to stay home for a while. This is the first of 4 straight in Dollar Loan Center for Alicia Glass-Childress and company. They take on San Diego on Monday, 4 o'clock local time. Omaha goes back home, and they take on Orlando on Sunday at 5 o'clock Central Time.
Omaha's block is locked in right now. Just executing on those high balls, being in the right spot.
It's the block, it's the physicality of the Supernovas. They're powerful.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Way.
Given that nickname by her father when she was young because of her skinny bird-like legs, we were told. Her and head coach for Vegas, Fran Flory, really close. They both coached against each other in the SEC for several years, and actually, as crazy as it was, we were on our midweek or pre-match call, I should say, with Laura Bird-Coon, and she was getting a call from Fran Flory. She had to reject the call because she was talking to us, the announce crew. So they're really close. I think they had lunch. I believe maybe Fran told us after the Omaha match in Omaha's Kat Bell comes back in now for Vegas. She started the match. She's going to have a huge role, you got to imagine, going forward. She now will play right side. She started the match at left side. Now at opposite. They get a piece there, a big one on that swing. Gonzalez. Maddox puts it off the tape and over. Nunaviller down the line. That was dug on the play by Havili, who came in at setter, so that's double sub there.
Right, that's a 6-2 substitution. When you run a 6-2 offense, you always have a setter in the back row. Giving your front row 3 options to hit. So for example, when Glass-Childress was then rotating to the front row, She would have been left front, but to sub in for her was Kat Bell, who's now technically left front, but playing right side.
Good set by Havili for Molly McCage as the Thrill try and mix things up. Now, Havili, I can say with confidence, did play for Coach Kuhn. She was the starting setter at Kansas
Look
when
at this
Coach
offense.
Kuhn was the assistant there.
Sorry, AJ, I got really excited there. But
That's
look
fine.
at that offense. They were able to have 2 in-tempo sets with Kat Bell and McCage there.
It's a kill by Nunaviller to stop any potential bleeding.
This is where the Thrill needs to hold Omaha. The first ball side out, put away, and then a push at the service line.
Anise Havili to Maddox. Good combo there between those 2 youngsters.
Havili, great hands there, great setter IQ, high-level athlete. Absolutely knows how to run an offense. Great set location, setting through the window of her attacker.
On the slide, it's Hrustina Vuchkova for the point. The setting depth for Vegas. Keep in mind, number 3 overall pick, Hannah Pukis, is on short-term IR. And it's going to be an interesting decision when she comes back for Fran Flory. How do you divvy up the playing time between Glass Childress, Havili, who's done really well in practice, and the number 3 overall pick? Kat Bell connected.
Bell finding a way to score, and just like that, we're back around for another 6-2 switch. Happens fast when you're siding out at a high rate. Kat Bell going in, making a difference.
Vegas has not had an ace tonight. 8 service errors. Omaha has had 5 aces, just 4 service errors. Stuck block. Van Buskirk against De La Cruz.
They knew where it was going. It was a high out of system set, and the Thrill just did their job, lining up in front of the attacker, De La Cruz. Big crossover step, taking away that seam, blocking it straight down.
Fran told us that Van Buskirk has been doing it in practice blocking. They're looking for it more during the match. Getting some of that tonight. Maddox, too much. Was there contact? No. And back to a 5-point differential.
I like a good aggressive swing like that from Maddox. She was looking for a high seam, high in that 5-6 seam, 5-6 seam being the back left-handed part of the court if you're facing the net.
Nice set. Childress, Hippe for the point.
Hippe, a fan favorite. Little poster of 2 little girls said, hip, hip, Hippe. I had to shout him out.
Love that. Now Maddox capable of a service run. And the Supernovas are within 2. And they win this set, the match is done. That serve and pass disparity has been too pronounced if you're a Vegas fan. Oh, well done. Saskia Hippe, a veteran shot.
Looking a little crafty there, like a beach volleyball player. Just cutting it up there with that cut shot.
Very experienced player, 100+ appearances for the German national team. Van Buskirk into the net to put Omaha on set point. And match point. First step for the Thrill. They'll have to side out against the best server in the league. Nice pass by Maddox. Here's a chance for the Supernovas to end it. Shaban Landsman, block touch. Gonzalez, block touch on the other side. Healy to Nunaviller. And the Omaha Supernovas come into Vegas and exact revenge. They spoil the inaugural home opener and win this match 3-1.
Well, it went back and forth all evening long. The thrill went into Omaha, took it at their place. Omaha wanted revenge, and they were able to find it here this evening. With that being said, the thrill, they put up a good fight. We mentioned that they have 3 rookies on the court. That's exciting. That's exciting for Vegas Thrill franchise. They're building on the rookies looking up to these more than seasoned veterans. It was just a couple points on their side, cleaning up those unforced errors, going on those consistent serving runs, and with that, they'll be able to find success.
We will take a quick break, come back and talk to a member of the winning team. Omaha takes this one 3-1 over the home Thrill. We'll come back in a moment.
Our day has dawned.
A new horizon is upon us.
Inspired by the many who came before us, together on a path to achieve something extraordinary.
Do you hear the groundswell? We are at the forefront of a revolution. Empowered, inspired, together. We didn't get here alone.
This is our responsibility. We are creating a new major league on the greatest stage volleyball has ever seen. Pro Volleyball Federation is real pro volleyball.
Now is our time.
Communities will come together.
History will be made.
We are one.
Today, we are inspired.
Today, the light shines on us.
Today marks the beginning of the next chapter.
And we're writing it together.
Rally with us!
Welcome back inside Dollar Loan Center. AJ Cannell, Victoria Dennis, and Brooke Nunaviller, who had 15 kills and 13 digs, is a member of the winning team. The Omaha Supernovas is with us. And Brooke, you guys played Vegas a week ago at home and lost in 5. What made the difference this time around?
I think one of our common phrases is now 18 strong. We have 18 players that practice and help us perform in the gym. And as you can see, the last couple matches, we've had so many lineup switches, and every single person is ready to play, and they're ready to make an impact. I'm feeling a little bit healthier. I mean, I wasn't healthy in that one game, so it's nice to be back on the court.
But that was the difference. You weren't in it the last time around.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't. But at the same time, like, you saw someone like Paige Briggs make a big impact. I think she had 14 kills, led the team. So every single player on our team is so talented. We have a lot of depth. And like I said, anyone's ready to make an impact.
Talking about that depth, you're able to challenge each other at practice. That was able to be seen here tonight on the court. You're able to have a few subs come in at the service line, making a couple changes, setters as well. So just touch a little bit on the culture of Omaha Supernovas volleyball.
Yeah, relentless is one of our words, absolutely. And so whether it's in the gym, off the court, I think we exemplify that when we're playing. So relentless is one of our words, and as you can see, all the people that are coming in and off the court, they're ready to go. Hi, good to see you.
But I was getting a handshake there. I was like,
you didn't play, you didn't have a hand.
I see a hand, I'm like, maybe I should shake it. Brooke, just can you talk to what it's like to play professional volleyball in this type of league, this type of opportunity in the United States?
Unreal. It's a dream come true. I've said that a million times, but I graduated college in December of 22. I went overseas in Turkey. What a phenomenal experience. I got to experience 4.5 months, a half season, and I never would have thought that in 2024 I would be able to play here at home, so close. I have so many family members. My hometown's a 4-hour drive, so it's so much fun to be able to play in the States.
All right, well, Brooke, we're glad to have you here, and congrats on the big performance in the win.
Thank you guys so much. Thanks for having me.
Brooke Nunaviller with us there, as it's a 4-set victory for the Omaha Supernovas over the Vegas Thrill. We want to thank all of our sponsors, which you can see on the screen right there. So important to getting this franchise off the ground here in Vegas in the Dollar Loan Center. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Victoria, you just heard there from Brooke Nunaviller. What are your takeaways both from our conversation there with Brooke and the match as a whole?
Well, she's a big-time player. We were able to see that, but it's a testament to her character to show that it's a team sport. It took everybody. They have the depth on the roster. They were able to show their depth tonight in Vegas, and it really shined through.
It did, and it showed you the importance of just serve and pass, as you would expect as well. That performance from behind the service line, not something we didn't expect from Omaha, but it was impressive. We're going to see you Monday evening for a 4 p.m. showdown between Vegas and San Diego. But for now, for producer-director Joe Kruger, Victoria Dennis, our entire crew, AJ Cannell saying so long from Dollar Loan Center here in Henderson, where tonight, in the first ever home match for the Vegas Thrill, they fall to the Omaha Supernovas by a final score of 3-1.